Hey folks, and welcome back to Koh Lanta. That's right, Koh Lanta, quickly becoming one of my favorite islands here in Thailand. Last time around, I showed you our beach house we're staying at. Lovely place. I'll link it in the upper right-hand corner if you missed that. But today, we're after a different kind of adventure. We're going through the mangroves. And these guys are out here testing their sound system. I said, hey, I might be able to help you with that. Hey folks, we're going on a mangrove adventure here. So we've reached the pier. It's a tidal mangrove, and when we got here, this is the kind of the entrance to the place. I got here, I parked right here, and a guy came out and said, don't park there, the tide's coming in. So I'll show you, the water is just rising as we speak here. It's just starting to creep up. When we come back from our little trip, this whole area may be under a couple inches or a foot of water, who knows. So I parked up there. He said that was safe. So we'll go in, and what it is, we're going to find a guide and a boat to take us through this kind of stuff right here. Should be interesting. They call this Thung Peng Natural Study and Ecotourism Center. So Thung Peng is, I found it on the map as Thung Peng Pier. But anyway, that's what it is. So V's in here trying to procure some transportation. Nobody come? Welcome. All right, I'll go track V down and see what kind of progress she's made before the mangrove swallows us up here as the tide comes in. All right, so we're all ready to go. 1,000 baht, so about 30 bucks for this little junket. They have rowboats, and that's what I wanted to go on, a small like kayak where they row you. But with the tide coming in, he said, that's not feasible. We have to take like a bigger, more substantial vessel. So it doesn't matter. I just want to go out and see what it is. Now, I don't know about you, but me personally, when I think of mangrove swamps like this, I think of stuff like snakes and crocodiles and all sorts of slithery things that want to maybe eat you. But he says there are none, which I don't believe. How in the world is there not a nest of snakes or something back in there, or a crocodile or something? It's a great habitat for many things generally, and that's where you find a lot of this kind of stuff, reptiles and all sorts. They make their home back in mangroves. But he says there are none, so we'll take him at his word. I don't know which one of these boats. This is not it, is it? He said monkeys back here. So I don't know, we might see a monkey. So here we are. I guess we got to get out here, huh? All right, we'll get all loaded up. I feel like I'm going upriver in like in Apocalypse Now. Clean! Get on those 60s! I guess the kind of eerie part is, I don't know, we've been out here going on 10 minutes already, and I'm not seeing another boat, not seeing another person. It's just us on this. This is a kind of a wide open part of it. But nobody out here fishing, gathering, doing anything. It's just kind of like a dead zone. Eerily quiet. V saw a monkey, but probably too precarious of an angle to get a shot at it. He was going up a tree. And I saw some kind of falcon or some kind of big bird of prey that flew off. Big brown guy with a white head. But still, 20 minutes now, not another soul. So we made it out of the first channel into the main part of the mangroves here. So far, so good. And as we approached the other side, though, one thing became patently obvious, and that is that we were being watched. Watched from the treetops above by some primates there, and they were very interested in what we were doing and where we were going, and I think they wanted a little bit of a closer look. We got one.
นี่มันก็กินหมดเนี่ยเปลือกมันก็กินหมด
We just go right along the tree line there, and then he jumped on the roof of the boat. I guess he's expecting a snack from these boats. That's probably a pretty routine thing. He said normally they'll eat fish and crabs and snails. I would think this would be great fishing back here, but I don't see any locals fishing. He said people don't come back here fishing. I don't know. Maybe the type of fish that are in here aren't really good to eat or something. But he's tearing that pineapple up. It's also rather interesting that they can swim, like they have a natural ability to swim, where we as humans don't. We have to be taught. He said when it's hot in the middle of the day like this, you don't see as many because they're kind of back there where it's cool, trying to stay out of the sun. But I see some jumping tree to tree over here. But one thing I did learn from that movie, never get out of the boat. So apparently our furry little friend's also pregnant, so I'm glad she got a little snack. Feasted on pineapple and even drank out of a bottle of water. There she goes. Right up to the helm. Look at this guy.
Whoa, whoa.
Wow. เห็นไหมว่ายน้ำด้วย
น้ำไปแล้ว
ตัวใหญ่ตัวใหญ่
Oh. So the little one jumped ship when the big one swam out. I think that's like a bigger male, and our pregnant female jumped ship and headed for shore. So our male visitor, he didn't want to take no for an answer. I told V, I said, watch your bag. They'll take your whole bag and bail with it. And she said, no, no, no. And the female monkey, in fairness, was very cordial. But the male monkey went right for the bag. He wanted the whole bag. And then he got to be a nuisance, and we had to chase him off. He didn't want to leave. He was running back and forth, all sides of the boat, stirring the bow. Finally, he picked up a little stick here. Wasn't going to hit him with the stick, but when they see that, I was thinking maybe he was reluctant to jump in the water there. Maybe there was a predator in the water waiting for him that we couldn't see that he could. But he made his way back to, he made a flying dive and made his way back to shore. So just speaking with the guide, maybe something for next time. About an hour boat ride from here, and I don't know in what direction, but there's a cave you can actually go in and go through. He said to get out there to the cave and see the cave and then to come back, it'd be between 2 and 3 hours, and he doesn't even have that much fuel in the boat to do it. So like I said, maybe next time, but it is something to keep in mind. Ask for a cave tour. And you know, had we done that with knowledge of forethought at the dock, they would have accommodated us. I'm sure it will cost more because it's going to be a more lengthy trip, but might be something to see, something else to do. Oh, Cape Tinunla. Yeah, it's way out there. If you can see in the distance, one of that little island, Pupu Island, Pupu Island. Pupu Island. So that's something maybe you can do if you come. We stopped for a little break here right in this little cove. the boat got hung up on the mangrove trees. But anyway, the guide and V started talking about food. Next thing I know, we're supposed to be on our way to get something to eat. I don't know what they like more, talking about the food or actually going to eat it. I don't know. Okay.
ตกใจ
โอ้ย
มันไม่เจ็บแล้วตกใจ
I've broken the boat. I basically fell through the floorboard of the boat. But there's a hole under these thats, so.
เดินไปก่อนผมพาเรือขึ้นไปผูกไว้
That was fun. And there goes our guy. So anyway, there's many things to do on Koh Lanta. People always say, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Can't do it all. Look at this guy. I just noticed this guy just sitting here. I don't know what that is. Some kind of fish or... I don't know what it is. I honestly... Somebody will know. I don't know if it's a snail, a fish. I don't know what it is. There's many things to do here. People always say, why didn't you do this or do that? We can't do it all. We just do what presents itself. Oh, you missed the show. We had free pineapple on the boat. You should have come. But anyway, this was something that was interesting to me. So envy. Then we'll get back in the truck and go back to our beach house, which we really love. The food they were talking about apparently on the boat is the skipper of the boat at his house here. His wife or whatever runs a noodle stand. So they live here, they work here. It's like maybe a source of income for the family. So anyway, we threw him in the back of the truck. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Wow. That looks good. I'll get you a shot of this. I got a different kind of noodle than I normally get because they don't have the thick, broad ones that I like. But we'll patronize the noodle shack. I've got chicken, peanuts. Oh, it looks good. Looks good. So while I enjoy my noodle soup, V went out with the boat guy because these อันนี้ชื่ออะไร
สตอ
สตอ
สตอ สตอใต้
สตอใต้ They're like beans. It's a big pod with a bean. But you open them up. We got bigger ones in Phuket, but these are expensive in Pattaya, and you just eat them raw. I guess they could be cooked too, but here comes.
เลยค่ะเดี๋ยวเอาข้าวให้
Oh,
เอาข้าวมาดิไป
that's the bean. But she really likes these, and she bought a whole bushel or whatever to give to our friends down on Soy 13-1. So, yeah. They don't taste like
จะ
much.
ไปกินโรงแรมตอนเย็นเอาใส่ถุง
A little bit of a nutty flavor.
เอาไปกินโรงแรม
A little bit of a smell of like fresh cut grass. She likes them.
เยอะ
She likes them.
ขอบคุณ
All right, I'll show you V's food and then we'll get out of here. So yeah, great little adventure to have. If you're on Koh Lanta, head on down to Thung Peng Pier and see about hiring a boat of your own. Doesn't cost that much and good experience through the mangrove. I had never been in a mangrove before, so I thought it was something different. I still don't buy what he was telling me about the lack of snake, reptiles, creepy crawlies, etc. Let me know what you think about that. But as V enjoys her lunch here and we get ready to shove off to yet another island, I've got to leave this one off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.